Love how Clara actually disciplined Benny, because Benny was actually going out of hand. You understand? Because the dad don't have, she is overreacting, insulting. Yes, the man deserves everything that he's getting. But then if you permit her to go that way, in the future, she might still do that to the mother. So I love the way Clara did not even mind the difference between her and Jonathan, and treat Benny the way she was supposed to treat her as a mom, as a good mother, and actually warned her that is her and the father that is having issue, and not her, Benny. You understand? So if husband and wife, both of them are having issues, like I just learned from Clara now, that you should be mindful enough to remove the children, and the children to remove themselves out of it, because the danger that the children might cause because of their reaction that they have built, because they want to fight for anybody, might end up destroying them in the future. So guys, on this particular episode, do you know that Debbie have not stopped? Like, she hasn't even stopped at all. Find out what she did this time. And Hans, I just pray that nothing happened to Hans, because you see Debbie and both of them are just like, I don't understand what they achieve in destroying another person's life. I don't know what they intend to achieve, that they are even putting money, putting everything. At this point, Hans, who his name, he really want to clear his name, because he did not do what they just accused him of. And now the hotel is telling that the cameras was off at that moment. Imagine a camera being off before something happened, and after the something happened, the whole thing was restored. So this time Hans is not taking chances at all, though now Debbie is the suspect, but there's no concrete evidence to hold against her. So that is why they will still keep on doing some kind of investigation, which Hans have sworn that even if we take his last cover, he will find out. And look at our own Jonathan telling the daughter to wash his clothes. For me, it's not a bad thing, and I'm actually happy how Clara reacted to the whole thing. So even when Benny was like, "Daddy, you are not doing anything, that I will go back to my mother, that you always make me to go back to my mother for this one, that one, that one, that one, that one," the whole thing that even surprises me is Jonathan still blaming Clara for his misfortune. Yes, he had money, but because of his pride and because of his stupidness. Because if he had not been listening to that friend, that evil friend of his, I don't believe that he would be in the mud that he is now. Yeah, yes, falling. Life is all about up and down, but there's some kind of down that you actually exempt yourself from when pride and foolishness is not involved, right? So this Jonathan on both pride, both foolishness, they are both involved in his actions, and that is what actually affects him. Because if he had calmed down, Clara is not the type of women that will not want to support their husband because things has gone wrong for them. But because Jonathan choose, okay, what if Clara has listened to him and close down that restaurant? What will be of them at the moment? Funny, right? But it's not really funny, because by now I don't know what could have been of them. So you see the hotel manager running helter scatter, and Benny and her friend America, who have decided that, you see, they can never ever stop doing evil. They have already started tracing the manager, that they are going to delete him. Both of them want to delete the hotel manager, so that no evidence at all, so that there won't be case at all. I don't know why. At least by now I thought these two people, they are supposed to have catch them. What do you think? So because I don't understand how you deprive so much joy in wanting to end another person, whereby you want good things to come to you as a human being. Who does that? So now they are tracing the manager to end him, so that the whole truth will just die off. And the auntie that is in Jonathan house still trying her best to see if Jonathan and Clara can settle. She have seen it though, that Jonathan is still there blaming Clara. You understand? Because at this point, Jonathan is sitting down to think about his life and realize that this thing that is happening is because of my foolishness. At least, Clara will, even if he can be able to change, Clara can decide to, you know what, let me come home since my husband now has changed. And both of them might even join hands together and make that hotel work very well. But no, Jonathan don't want to advise himself. So now, even Debbie is saying, why won't Hans forget the case? Forget which case? Name that he built for how many years? For how many centuries? You just want to destroy it over your selfish interest, and you are angry that he wants to see the end of the case. Guys, thank you, and don't forget to share.